Hi guys, it's Adrienne from Crafty Little Gnome and welcome to my kitchen. In this video series I am going to show you how I am refacing my kitchen cabinets. This house is about 30 years old and these are the original cabinets that came with the house. They are kind of nasty, so I've painted them a few times, but they're originally this like fake oak color that you can see here. And I was contacted by Fast Cabinet Doors. They do cabinet doors, and basically you just remove the old ones and then put the new ones on that they sell. I like the whole layout of my kitchen. There's really no need to do like a full renovation and tear down the existing cabinets. All I really wanted to do was paint the base of the cabinets, the inside of the cabinets, and add on new doors. So Fast Cabinet Doors has sent me some new doors and I'm going to show you the whole process of how it all works. When you go onto the website, they have pretty much every kind of cabinet that you could want. They have all different types of wood, different finishes, and what I selected was a beadboard, which you can see here. This is what most of the kitchen's going to be. So it's a hardwood frame, and then it's got MDF in the middle with the scoring to make it look like beadboard. But what I'm going to be doing on these three cabinets is actually have glass. So I've got just like a frame here, it's hardwood, and then I'm going to have some glass pieces made, and then I'm going to inset them here, and then I'm going to put them on. Once you decide what kind of cabinets you want, you need to go ahead and measure them all. So on the Fast Cabinet Doors website, they have a printout that you can print off and keep track of your measurements. Basically what you'd be doing is, for a double cabinet like this, you measure the width and the height of the opening, and then decide how far over you want the cabinet to overhang and add that to the measurements. Since this is a double cabinet, then you divide it by 2. And what I found was really easy actually was to just write on the cabinet the measurements I needed. It was just easy for me to keep track that way, because I know that these old nasty cabinets are going in the trash, so it doesn't matter if I just wrote up in pen. And then I took the measurements from the sheet that I filled out all the way around the kitchen, and I just went online into their website, and you can fill in the fields and it will tally what you need and the cost and everything. You also choose the different kind of hanging hardware that you want. They have soft close, they have regular, there's lots of different options there. So my first step is painting the inside of the cabinets and removing the doors. I've got a paint sprayer to do the inside, and I'm going to be painting the cabinet doors with the paint sprayer as well, so I'll have a video explaining the whole painting process and how that works. And once everything's dry and ready to go and the old cabinets are removed, then I can go ahead and put the new ones on and I'll be ready to go. Hey guys, so I've got all my cabinets painted and I've got most of them installed, but I just wanted to go over quickly how to install the hinges and then how to attach them to the cabinet boxes. So these doors that are going to go on these 3 areas here are going to have glass in them. So they're just the frame, but the method is going to be the same as all the other cabinets. They came pre-drilled with these holes, 3 holes, a large one and 2 small ones. And I've got these hinges, which are soft close hinges. And normally what you would do is just insert the hinge in there and then screw it in. These ones have almost like anchors attached to them, so they don't need to be screwed. I had to use a rubber mallet to put them in. Sit on the flat surface, put it in between 2 soft cloths or towels, and then just tap them into place. And you just have to be careful that you don't whack it so hard that you're going to crack the wood. This is why you want to use a rubber mallet instead of just a regular hammer, because that's going to be too strong and heavy and it could break something. You have them in place like I do on these ones. It's pretty simple to install. Some hinges are going to come in 2 pieces and some, like mine, came in 1. Come in 2 pieces, you're just going to want to attach one side to the frame, and then you're going to measure on the cabinet and put the other side on there, and then you just slide and clip them in. So because this came as one unit, all I'm going to do is try to place it where I want to. You can measure it. I'm just going to use the actual holes as a guide. So you figure out where you want it. And then you can mark the holes for each hinge. And then after that, all you have to do is screw them in. So it's easier if you have two people because you can get one person to hold it steady and the other person can do the drilling and screwing. But one thing to keep in mind is that it's way easier if you have two drills going. So one's going to have the drill and one is basically an electric screwdriver. That way you don't have to go back and forth between your bits. You just pre-drill the hole so that the wood doesn't crack. And then after the hole is drilled, you go back in, hold your piece up, and then drill it in with the screws. Once you're done the first one, you're going to want to measure to make sure that they're all even. The holes are, and then mark it on the next cabinets so that everything is the same height. With hinges like this, there's actually a few different screws in there, and you can fiddle with it and move it slightly up and down and side to side, just to make sure that everything is perfect once it's up. Because no matter how you try to measure, there's always going to be a little bit of a discrepancy. So just keep that in mind as you go. Welcome back. So this is my kitchen all finished. As you can see, I've got all of the cabinets installed now with the beadboard. I put on the new cabinet handles, and I've got the glass installed here on these three cupboards. So I'm going to show you some pictures of all the before and afters. If you have any questions, make sure you put them down in the comments, and I will do my best to answer. And once again, big thank you to fastcabinetdoors.com. Make sure you head over there now and check out all the different styles that they have available. See you next time, guys.